Hi friends, today I'll be explaining what is sine ratio, then cosine ratio and tangent ratio. So first, these three ratios are used to calculate the angle of a right angle triangle if you have an adjacent length and opposite length. So for example, if I draw a triangle over here, we have to calculate this angle. So in this case we will use tangent ratio, because the formula of tangent is tan cos star is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. So opposite length will be this length, opposite, and adjacent length will be this length. So we will use tan cos star is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. But in another scenario, if we want to calculate the angle of this triangle, I will show it on the new triangle over here. If we have to calculate the angle of this triangle, but you have this length or opposite, we have the length of opposite and the length of hypotenuse. So we will use this sine is equal to sine cos star is equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. In third scenario, if we have the length of adjacent in the next triangle, if we have the length of adjacent and you have to calculate this angle, we have the length of adjacent and we have the length of hypotenuse, then we will use cosine ratio. In this we will write cos star is equal to adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So in question 1 we have to calculate the length of opposite we have to calculate the opposite length, and but we have the angle 55 degrees and hypotenuse length which is 11 degrees. So in this case we will use sine rule, because sine cos star is equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. So we'll put these values in this formula and we will write sine cos star, which is 55 degrees, is equal to x, because we have to calculate the opposite length and hypotenuse length is 11 centimeter. So this will be x is equal to 11 multiplied by sine 55. So the value of x will be 9 centimeter. Second question states that we have the angle 32 degrees and the adjacent length which is 13.2 centimeter. But in this we have to calculate the length of hypotenuse. So we have the adjacent length, we have the angle, so we will use cosine rule. So cos star is equal to adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So we'll move hypotenuse to the left side and bring cosine cos star below adjacent. So we'll write hypotenuse is equal to adjacent divided by cos star. So we will put in the values and write 13.2 centimeter divided by cos 32. So the value of hypotenuse will be 15.6 centimeter. Then in question 3 we have the angle 50 degrees and the adjacent length of 35.2 centimeter, but we have to calculate the length of opposite, which is marked as x. So in this we have the value of adjacent and the angle, but we don't have the value of opposite, so we'll use tangent ratio, which is tan cosine is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. So we will write tan as with multiply by 50 is equal to x divided by adjacent, which is 35.2 centimeter. Then you write x is equal to 35.2 multiply by tan 50, which is 41.9 centimeter.